Let's see if it does it a bit better on this one. Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner. The biggest gob in sport. Drinking out me 2018 Cadbury's Mini Eggs Cup at Mick Whale. Got my kids' Easter eggs. I got these 3 cups. I think one of them was Brock who go, we're down to 1, Mick. Pop, pop, bang. Right. Let's crack on, shall we? Let's crack on. Porky, when is the most, Porky, what is the most disrespectful commission out of them all? WBC, WBA, IBF, IBO, WBO, British Boxing Board of Control, all them 6, and the EBU, European Boxing Union. 7 there, isn't there? Who do I think is the most corrupt out of them? I don't think so much corrupt, because boxing's always been one of them sports, hasn't it? Whereas the rules are bent, aren't they? You know, the WBC are the only organisation, if you go read the rule book, that can put all these rules down, stringent rules, and then these rules are broken all the time. They say, well, how come these rules are broken? And they say, read the small print, that it's up to them. They have final discretion and they do what's best. So basically, it's just they're a law unto themselves. It's a bit like Paulie, isn't it? In Goodfellas. You know, Paul Vario, the guy, you know, Big Paulie. It's like a police station for them. They just do what they want, don't they? It's like Al Capone investigating bootlegging, isn't it? So, who do I think is the most corrupt out of all of them? Huh. Where do you start? They've all had legal issues, haven't they? All of them. The WBO is weak. When you look at the WBO, I look at defences like Eubank had, Azim Ahmed, jeez, Joe Calzaghe. Oh, some of them were shocking, weren't they? Some of them guys that were getting ranked in top 3 and 4 were shockers. Branko Sobot, Tucker Pudwell, people like that. Oh, you know, so I've always felt that the WBO is like, people are pretty limited in their rankings. I've always felt if you want to get a world title, you go with Bricktop because he can deliver you a WBO. Look at Ricky Burns, freeweight world champion. But one of them he got by email. Nathan Cleverly got a world title by email. So did Enzo Macaronelli. So did Denis Lebedev. All Bricktop on Bricktop's watch. It happens, doesn't it? So they're all as bad as each other. They all break rules constantly and do stuff that we don't agree with. Nevada State Athletic Commission, New York State Athletic Commission. Oh, look at that Florida one. Florida State Athletic Commission. They let Crusher Ben fight over there, and he's got 2 pending drug tests. 4 failed samples, to an A and a B, and then another A and a B a couple of months later. They still let him fight in Florida. Well, why? He couldn't fight in England. Drug cheat. He not done his bad or proved his innocence. Been going on years. One of them sued WBC. Forgot the guy's name. Kent will know it. It's one of the foreign names that I can't read. See, I'm all right at reading stuff like that, me, aren't I? Prime. You happy with that, Reg? Hey? IBF. They've had 2 massive issues. 2 trials and all that. Didn't that Bob Lee nearly go to jail? Got away with it by skin of the teeth. But the books are looked at every year by IRS and have been for donkey's years, aren't they now? So none of them organisations you could trust. None. And I've met quite a few of them. Yeah, I've met quite a few of them. I had meals with some of them. And I'm like, Jesus, how are these people holding positions in the sport of boxing? A load of old farts, shuffling about, being wined and dined by promoters. What is all that about? What are old farts like you, Charlie Giles, slinking about? You had a good do-hard job, haven't you? Yeah, we're going to Cancun, Dennis, for convention. Are you coming? We're taking the wives. Then I'm away that weekend. Yeah, we're taking wives. Great stuff. All paid for. Fucking holidays. All right, Charlie Giles. Hey? Well, what did I say to you at that dinner table? Do you think that's good? Well, you know. Big Ron kicking me on the table like that. Don't you show me up in here, pork. They know what they are. These people, these old footy goodies. You know, they slink around, don't they, with blazers on. That's what they do. They remind me of them cricket coaches. About 40 years ago, I had a cricket coach named, he's dead now, Jeff Morrell. Have you heard of him? From Houghton Pagnell, the famous guy in cricket. Scruffy old Wurzel Gummidge looking guy, but he owned a big company called Morrell. They do like tins of peas and carrots, and they've got all fields, haven't they, around here, West Yorkshire area, down that way. Houghton Pagnell is it, Aquafway. Well, he used to come in a brand spanking new Y-Reg, brand spanking new, and he used to change it every year. First time I seen him, he had a Y-Reg Merc. Last time I seen him, I think he had a B-Reg or something. Every year he'd get a brand new Merc. Scruffy bloke, but he was strutting about in his cricket jumper, and they have authority. And I see these people at these boxing shows, they have authority. They have authority. And it, like I said, boxing is the only sport where the lions, who are the fighters, they're frightened to death. The promoters and the board of control. Nobody sticks it to them, do they? Nobody stands up to them, do they? Why is that? Why is that? Mike Tyson flips his Libby Don King at end, didn't he? That's what it needs. It needs some of these people putting in the place, doesn't it? That's what it needs. Whether legally or what, it needs to clear out, doesn't it? So all the, in answer to your question, mate, all of them commissions you won't trust. If they were eco-accused and you're all going to court on a conspiracy charge, you'd be sweating like a pig, wouldn't you? You'd be sweating like a pig if any of them were your co-accused. Any of them. Any of them. Roberto Smith, Charlie Giles, any of them. Lindsay Tucker at IBF, all of them. That Paco at WBO. What's that other one called? Mendoza, is it? WBA? Jeez. I've heard him on telephone before. Oh my God. What was that then? 2 seconds. Well then. That's what Amazon bloke. We got robbed around here, didn't they, the other day? Amazon people. Somebody robbed the van. Armed robbery job. Is that what it's got to now? People ordering stuff on Amazon and then saying, oh, we'll just rob van up way in transit. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, isn't it? Porky, why is Coogan keep pinning the Catrol Bricktop 90-second video to his social medias? Probably because Coogan wants to keep Bricktop happy, doesn't he? Bricktop's at the top of his perch now. He's calling shots, isn't he? Everybody wants to work for him. Everybody wants to sign for him. And everybody wants to inhale the same breath as old Dint Head. I don't. He won't get through that front door. You know my opinion on him, don't you? Right. But he is boxing. So, and I like comebacks. And I like how he's put Eddie in his place. Will I be Team Eddie again? No. I might have been. But when he came out yesterday, and he agreed with everything Bricktop said regarding regarding Adam Cattrall. I couldn't back Eddie because Eddie's now become one of them. He's become like, he's not Eddie no more, is he? He's like little Eddie, isn't he? Little Eddie Hearn, not Hill, little Eddie Hearn. He put in his place. He's like an also ran now, isn't he? He's like I class Eddie Hearn now as like a bigger version of Sam Jones, isn't he? What they're going to do, they're going to get one there like that, and they're going to get one like that, and they're going to go like that. That's what's happening. Well, we're seeing it, aren't we? Come on, normally, Eddie, well, this is what had happened. Eddie, what did you think to Frank Warren and the Adam Cattrall thing? People are saying that Frank bullied him and ambushed him. What do you think, Eddie? Eddie'd be like, I don't need to do that. I just front him out on talks, but Frank is bang out of order. But we didn't get that, did we, Eddie? No, 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 no. Not on your Nelly. Oh, we didn't get that, did we? What did we get? We got that. That's what we got, didn't we, Eddie? And that's where you've got these people. Let's have it right. I do know a little bit of stuff that's been going on behind the scenes over the last 13 years. And things that Eddie's tried to do, certain things. And to see that, you can go through all that and say all that and do all that in front of people. In front of your mate like Bellew as well. I wonder what your mate Bellew thinks about you now, Eddie Hills, eh? Eh? Gobble, 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 gobble. Slurp, 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 slurp. I wonder what Bellew thinks to that, eh? Eh? Eddie and Bricktop. Two worlds collide. They've probably been mates all along. Yeah, I don't know. Gobble, 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 gobble. Can't we have I's retirement? Do I care? No. What do I think? Tattoo on his head? My mate would have sorted a better job out and cheaper for you, Cal. Is what he a good fighter? Yeah, but in a weight division that people say, what was he fighting? Who cares? Nobody cares about that weight division, do they? But I've met him, I like his energy, and he's a good little fighter. But that's what happens when you get to that age, you burn out quick. Trust me. Manny Pacquiao didn't know, did he? Why is that? Got stronger and stronger, didn't he? Must have been all shakes he were on, and nuts and honey and special blend. Can Shaka Stevenson Porky Piglet? Just call me Porky, mate. OP, not Porky Piglet. Can Shaka Stevenson beat Tank Davis, Porky Piglet? Yeah, he can. He can outbox him. But Tank Davis can also run over him. I think it's the best fight in boxing for the small men. That's the best fight in boxing under welterweight. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. I think it's a good fight. O'Hara Davis, Porky. O'Hara Davis against Barroso. What do you think, Porky? Well, if they fight, I think it's a great fight. I want O'Hara Davis to win. I'm team O'Hara Davis. I like O'Hara Davis. I think he's bang on. I think he's bang on. Yeah, I like him. I like his dedication. Yeah, I remember being in Leeds, me and Big Ron was stood with him. I said, "Do you want a drink?" He went, "No, no, no." I thought, I like that because he's all right. But I had one for you, didn't I, O'Hara? I've got a photo somewhere of it. Nice kid. Nice kid, and I hope he does all right. And do you know what? What I couldn't work out about O'Hara Davis, you'd seen him on social media, right? I seen him on social media, and he was like, he could get under your skin quite easily. Then you meet him in real life, bang on. He took a load of stick, didn't he, fighting Josh Taylor going up there. All them Scottish lads are waiting to terrify him, weren't they? And Tommy and all them lot, and Andy Patterson were all waiting to. Is it the Guru? Weren't they all hammering him in crowd and all that? And didn't one of them put it on Eddie Hills with Tommy? Come on, Tommy. Eddie Hills. Mundo Smith, aka Craterface. We've seen him in Greece. He's that guy anyway, black car with flame on it. Old Craterface. Hit the turf skids. That's him in it at Greece. Old Mundo with slick back hair. Didn't he go with that Rizzo? Greece. I haven't watched that since I was a kid. I just watched it with my daughter the other day. Jeez, longest hour and a half of me in life. Good film though. It'll live on, won't it? Do I think Mundo beats Beterbiev? No. I think Callum Smith. I think he gets stopped. Best Callum Smith can hope for. He goes the distance and he can say, I'm the only man that went the distance with Beterbiev. And that's it. That'll be all they can shout about. So that's how I look at it anyway. So, all right. But no doubt if they do beat Beterbiev, then it's by stoppage. He should really be top 10 pound for pound if he beats him, because there's already been a Ring Magazine champ, hasn't he? By default. I mean, Callum Smith's record, it's like it's a bit like a Joshua record, isn't it? You go through Callum Smith's record, who's he beat? Hassan and Dam, an old washed up middleweight. Who else? Rocky Fielding, a former regular champion who beat Zilga. Who else has he beat? George Groves, the one-armed bandit. Hey, that is Callum Smith's CV. That is it. That's it. The guy's got multi-millions in the bank, and I mean multi-supply swimming in Chochai. Oh, what do I think to Mayweather versus John Gotti the third? The rematch, their second fight. What do I think to that? I think it's a lot of old tosh. Who's interested? Who cares? We covered the Umar thing, didn't we? In the video that froze after 2 minutes 40 with me like that. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's stretching all cables around here so I can see it. I don't know. When you don't know what you're doing, it's a nightmare, isn't it? So we do apologise about that previous video. Okay. What was the question? Oh yeah, Umar, IFL. Umar. Well, it looks like Umar, IFL Umar, is now Umar Queensbury Promotions. Queensbury Promotions. Well, if I were a betting man, that's where I'd say go. Wouldn't you? With all that rimming that he's been doing and hanging out the back of Bricktop. When for years, Umar were hanging out the back of Eddie Hills. The king is dead. Long live the king, Eduardo. I'm sure Eddie will bounce back, but at the moment, Eddie is a also ran. You know, when you see so-and-so is the favourite, 12 also run. Just an also run, isn't it? Also ran. Chasing pack. Eddie is now just another bare bum in the shower. Sonny and Bam Bam, what do I think about that fight? Who cares? I'm looking on here earlier. Somebody sent me some bits and bobs about Sonny Edwards' opinion a bit back about Frank Warren and Eddie. Why Frank is the best. But then Sonny jumped over to Eddie. And he's saying same thing over there now. So fighters and people in the boxing industry will do what's best for themselves. What they say on a Monday, it might change on a Tuesday. All right. Porky, what do you think about Anthony Joshua with 3.5 million followers on Twitter? I think it's part of the biggest scam to ever get involved in the sport of boxing, isn't it? Well, when you look at it, it's a scam, isn't it? And everybody bought into it. Well, 3.5 million bought into it there, didn't they? Hey? Who was Joshua beat? Let's have a look at the world champions he's beat. Charlie Martin. Ring Magazine says the worst ever champion to hold the belt since the war. That's World War II, that is. Post-war. Povetkin, a former regular champion. Parker, won a vacant belt that were robbed off Fury, and they actually people were saying Ruiz done him, but Parker got the nod. Andy Ruiz done him first, then he done Ruiz, didn't he? But did him on points, frightened to death. There's another one, Vladimir. Vladimir were an old man, pushing 42. Ruiz already wiped floor with him, and he fought scared to death. Povetkin were only a regular champion, and he were years and years and years past his best. For about 9 years since he had it. Might have been less, might have been 5. I don't know. 9 years since he won it. Either way, he were a regular belt, wasn't it? Or what other one? Oh, Parker, the Stinkinator. That were both. He won it 12 round both. He's stinky. It was smelly, stinky. And that Charlie Martin. That's Joshua's 5 elite wins. They're not elite wins. That's why he's nowhere near pound for pound list. Do you understand? To each other to Furies. He's got 4. Wilder twice, a one-trick pony. Vladimir, an old man pushing 40. Steve Cunningham, a life and death. When really he should have been disqualified for how he stopped it, but he did it on the referee's blind side, but he pushed his head over with his forearm and hit him. That's a foul. So that's it. Look at the millions that follow Fury and Joshua, and they're dictating about what questions you can ask them and who can speak to them and who can be near them. And that's it. And pair of them, their world title wins pushed together is still less than Carl Froch's. Pushed together. Do you know Jamie McDonald's got more wins over world champions and Richie Woodall than Tyson Fury? How can that be? How can that be? Robin Reed and Clinton Woods have got as many wins over world champions as Tyson Fury. But they're not heavyweights, are they? See what I mean? So I'm not fooled by any of that rubbish. I'm a stat man. Was in my touch. Well, that's about it, really. Let's hope that this don't crash on me. So peace out, keep on trucking, keep sporting boxing, don't have nightmares. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. It stood the test of time, that, Mick. Go on, peace out.